very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Handy effort, that one.
All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see. Just in case Lexi thought that she was going to dominate the match today in this rivalry, he's come out and put that down, laid that gauntlet down, and now I think things will get interesting.
That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
Yeah, good job. Nice par. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. The first of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one, not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And a par putt awaits him.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
That was close. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. As we head to the 14th. I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
getting ready to play their third. Oh, really had that shot dialed in. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for a birdie run.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
Ooh, just missed that one. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Currently 14 under for the round.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Come on, you're better than that.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Our current leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Opting for the 6 iron. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. A wonderful shot here at the 17th and a chance for birdie. Ooh.
putting for a par now. That's a good putt to make, that one.
Currently in first position. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
From around 220 yards. Not able to find the green in two, but a bold play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Oh, wouldn't this be a massive shot to make out of the bunker to win it all? Oh, well, you can start etching that name into the wall of champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich P, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I am very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele? And a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
Getting off to a great start at this event.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
He finds himself in a share of 10th place. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. That's a pretty handy shot. That was a beauty.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
Well, that's a beautiful bunker shot there. Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt is of 9 feet.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
This one's tracking. Ooh, right by the hole. And that putt will drop. Well done. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go to the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. Oh, well done. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Oh, nice looking putt. Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again, front, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Opting for the 5-iron. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th. This one's online. Oh, that's a ripper. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished.
They're going with a bit more club here, Let's see if it was the right call.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's return to live play now. And they'll tap this in for birdie. Yeah, that's some positive momentum now. Right to the top of the leaderboard they go. The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get off this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them.
Playing from around 110 yards out. He leads the field by a stroke.
They've chosen to club down here. Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
They're lining up the birdie putt here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
A par putt on the table.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. The seventh here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Needs this one to kick right. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
Almost went in. 11 feet left to the hole.
Now this is important. This for par.
Oh, just missed.
Better than most.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Currently 4 under for the round. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Just needs this one to kick right. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done.
And that will take him to 5 under. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Second shot here on the 9th. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. And tidy looking shot, that one. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Looking for another birdie here.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Well, this is when the knees start to knock. The sweat starts to appear on the palms of your hands, Rich. Just a slender lead with 9 to play.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Well, this is bold. Their eyes are opening up, headed for the green. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit. Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
That's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup. That was a top-level approach shot, but unfortunately they walk off the green with a par. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, absolutely flushed. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Yes, they've made it, and that will take him to 7 under. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Going with the 5-iron here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. It was on a good line.
A par putt awaits. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Now 2 shots up after that one. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Going with the 5-wood.
Oh, they look like they're taking this on in 2.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Oh, that's all class.
That chip in for Eagle works 8 days a week in my book.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts.
Sitting at 9 under, currently leading.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. Now 5 shots up after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie.
And this from the greenside rough.
didn't that look good for a long time? What an opportunity to make a birdie. Okay, steady now. Just a 4-footer remaining. And yet another putt drops, so now 10 under par heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Going with the 6-iron here. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Putting for birdie. Oh, so close. And that should secure the par on this one. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Put every ounce they had into that drive.
Nice recovery there.
Judging it beautifully.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Had a big eagle on the last hole.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. And they're playing from about 140 yards out.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look. Surely it's going to.
Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
And Rich, they only had a narrow margin the entire back nine, but they were able to pull out the win. That's very gutsy, isn't it?
Luke, impressive win all around. I got to say, a gutsy performance at the end of the tournament. Final 9 holes. Job well done.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. PGA Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand, because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yeah, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence.
And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Going with the 7.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner, but the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 4th has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, time to return to the action. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Terrific, what an effort. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
Leading by a couple after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Ooh, a 9-foot chance here.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 6 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Opting for the 5-iron. Second shot here on the 6th. Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
That shot so good, we need to have another look.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, that was a safe play. What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, how about that one? And that will take him to 8 under. He sits in first position. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
That's some good golf right there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. That was special. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Wow, what a save.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Oh, good look at birdie here. Oh, that's a nice line. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Currently 9 under for the round. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Opting for the 6-iron. Great looking shot this.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. Time for the second shot at the 10th.
And he's down there. You got to read.
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
And down it goes.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
A couple under at this stage. Tied for 6th position. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there. That dog will hunt.
And here we are with the third shot. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. That was a gallant attempt. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole. Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for a birdie run.
The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2-hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 5-iron here. Lovely effort that. This putt here to get to 14 under the card.
Little birdie look in here.
Oh, yes, what a shot.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage. This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get to 16 under with this putt. Oh, I like the look of this. Could it go in?
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Well, that was absolutely met. Great strike. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Getting ready to play their third. That's nicely done. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ouch, that hurts. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, you're a ball striker, there's no doubt about that.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
Now, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.